Now, former chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Public Enterprises, Zukiswa Rantho, has told the State Capture Inquiry that committees are often crippled by logistic and bureaucratic issues. She says there was not enough enthusiasm from the Public Enterprises Portfolio Committee to probe allegations against state-owned enterprises until it was too late. Michael Apple is following this story for us. He joins us now live. So Rantho asked about why it took so long to actually look into Eskom and the shenanigans there. What did she say?
Yeah, was there actually any political will whatsoever to follow up on allegations and stories about the Gupta's influence over, number one, former President Jacob Zuma, head of state at the time, and whether or not the infamous family had as much sway over ministerial positions as was being claimed in the media? On the face of it, it was something that members of Parliament, bearing in mind just how serious these allegations were, that they should have been interested to investigate. And it's something that Natasha Mazone, the current chief whip of the Democratic Alliance and a member of the Public Enterprises Portfolio Committee, testified about yesterday, how she on two occasions, in April and I think in September of 2016, asked for an inquiry process to unfold to look into these allegations, especially around Eskom. They were ignored and denied. This is something that the Deputy Chief Justice questioned today. Why did it take you so long? Listen in.
The committee itself took a decision on its own to do the probing.
That was about close to a year later, but that was close to a year later.
Yes, Chairperson.
And I'm concerned about how much of taxpayers' money that I've been told has been looted, allegedly looted, by the Guptas and their associates would have been saved had your committee and had the National Assembly acted a year earlier than your committee did.
Now, of course, following that testimony from Natasha Mazone yesterday, another DA member giving evidence today, James Self, he spoke about Bosasa.
Yes, and if you want to speak about something, an issue dragging on for many years, Bosasa is a case in point. So there was, back in 2008, James Self was a member of the Correctional Services Portfolio Committee, and he had started to read in the Mail and Guardian about allegations that Bosasa was getting tenders left, right and centre, that there was Patrick Gillingham, Linda MT, that Gavin Watson, all of these people, Angelo Agriti, were involved in corruption of some or other sort. And he asked, once again, asked Parliament to provide that oversight to conduct the inquiry into Bosasa in relation to correctional services. Once again, he explained what happened. Here's Mr. Self.
Well, one would have assumed at the time that the NPA was doing its work, one would have assumed that the department would have taken note of those very serious allegations. But what happened is that in due course, the contract was renewed and extended until very recently, without any apparent consequence for anybody in either DCS or the SARSA group of companies.